bringing a product to market, it's not for the weak and leery. It's a very grind out type of opportunity. You have to grind every day.
You're a CEO. Ultimately.
While you become a CEO, you're taking that next step from being an inventor to an entrepreneur to now a CEO of a company.
We help people with ideas get them to revenue.
Okay. Welcome to the Pitch to Product podcast. I'm Nat.
And I'm Dan.
And today we're going to talk a little bit about 52 Capital, some things that we haven't really mentioned on the podcast. So yeah, let's just dive right into it.
Well, first, Nat, is my hair flowing in the breeze here?
Yeah,
because I feel like I'm in a spa today.
You're very Hollywood.
Our crew has really set up a beautiful set. It's extremely hot out today.
Got some
Sun's
fans
blaring in, and we've got a couple fans working here. I kind of really feel comfortable today.
I'm feeling great. Nice and comfortable for sure.
Good.
So yeah, in our podcast, we talk a lot about what 52 is, what the accelerator is. And we actually recently had a podcast in which we touched on what kind of 52 Capital is, but speaking specifically on the product that 52 Capital acquires, one being Lava Lunch, which we have sitting next to us. Check out that video on our channel. But let's go back a little bit. What is 52 Capital and why did you start 52 Capital?
Yeah, that's a good question. Look at, we founded 52 Launch 10 years ago, and that all in itself is enough. I mean, we all of the whole team works really hard to help people bring their product ideas to market. 52 Capital was born out of really a necessity. We never expected to have 52 Capital as a company. But what happened along the way, we've launched so many products that when you have that many, there are going to be times when people, just move on for whatever reason. Bringing a product to market, it's not for the weak and leery. It's a very grind out type of opportunity. You have to grind every day.
You're a CEO. Ultimately.
While you become a CEO, you're taking that next step from being an inventor to an entrepreneur to now a CEO of a company. A lot of people, realize that it takes a lot of time to do that, especially when they're growing quickly, which we obviously help them with. So there are times when our entrepreneurs come to us and say, hey, we just don't think we have the time anymore. Or this does take the next step, costs more money to advertise, to bring more business in. And is this something that you folks at 52 Launch would be interested in acquiring, meaning flip-flop the relationship instead of us, buying the manufacturing, having you guys manufacture the product, us buying the product.
Right, as a client once said, bringing it back home,
yeah.
Right? This was its start, its origin.
Well, yeah, they obviously trust us to do all of their work for them or help them with their work. They want us to essentially, they want to step back and have us manage that whole thing. We're responsible for buying the inventory. We're responsible for, spending money on marketing. And we flip-flop the relationship where we pay them a royalty in perpetuity, and we take over the brand. Obviously, we're brand experts, and it's something that they feel comfortable doing. And it's never something we ever thought would ever happen, but it has happened, several times now. Over 500 clients launched, and we decided to form 52 Capital, and again have our own brands that our clients are still capitalizing on that through royalty deals, and most importantly, and it's extremely clever now that we actually have this developed, is that we get to practice on our own brands. So we get to do a lot of what we're asking our clients to do, we get to do on our own products.
That we're comfortable with and we know A to Z.
Well, we also don't want to steer our customer and our client in the wrong direction. We can actually show them proof that if they followed us, that they would see results. And again, we practice on our own products.
Right. So paint me a picture. So how do you acquire or how do you sell? If you are a client and you're coming to 52 Launch, you've been through the accelerator, you've done everything, or maybe you've done a part of the accelerator, just production or just marketing itself. What does it look like when you come to you guys as a client and say, hey, I don't know what to do with this anymore? What does the acquiring process look like?
Well, again, we're not seeking to acquire anybody. I mean, at the end of the day, we're a launch. 52 Launch is a launch company. We want to see people realize what some say is the American dream is to, own your own business, right? A lot of people want to own their own home someday. They want to have a family, raise their family in their home. Another American dream is for people to come here to this country or grow up in this country and then open up a business. Selling a product online is the easiest way to get to that American dream. It's not easy. It's the easiest way.
The stepping stone. Right?
So in the end, that is what it's. We're not interested in acquiring companies. However, we have developed 52 Capital for that opportunity, that right opportunity, where a client has a product that has a great value proposition. They've decided they just are tired or they can't take it any further. We formulated 52 Capital just for those type people. We acquire people that have a very good brand. They just don't have the capital to move forward anymore or the desire to move forward anymore.
Right.
So really, we're not a company that just takes a phone call from somebody and says, hey, yeah, I want to sell my company to you. We're not interested. We're only interested in clients that or opportunities within our own our own ecosystem per se, and those are the ones that we would be interested in only if they're reaching out and expressing an interest.
Right. And there's a side to this as well where you've seen these clients with their products go through this entire process, and for them to just say, hey, can't do it anymore, don't want to do it anymore. A part of you is like, well, we would love to. We owe it to you. And also
they don't really owe us anything. What they really...
We owe it to them.
Yeah,
to help.
Again, it goes back to what we talk about at 52 Launch. We would not let you hire us if we did not feel confident that your product will be successful. Again, we said it 100, if not 1,000 times. We can't guarantee success, but we can guarantee that we won't let you fail as long as you're willing to keep working with us. So where we owe it to them is that we believe in their product already, or they wouldn't be working with us.
Right.
So these products that we're acquiring, we already know are really good products. It would be an absolute shame to have them just die.
Yep.
So we don't have unlimited money per se at 52 Capital. So we just can't buy every idea out there, but we will buy the ones that we know that the inventor, the entrepreneur, the CEO has done a great job getting it to a certain level, and they need more people, they need more money, they need more talent to really grow that business, or what we call scale the business.
Right. So switching gears on that same topic, what are the benefits? I know you mentioned, we're able to do the things that we do best with this particular product, or we can kind of test our skills on this product and prove to new clients, hey, this is what we do and we do it well. What are some other benefits of us acquiring a 52 Launch product that's gone through the accelerator?
Well, I mean, for me personally, the biggest benefit is that we've succeeded for our client. I mean, our client, they're the most important, they're the most important product is the client success.
Yep.
So yeah, we do not want to see them just drop everything. And I don't use the word fail because, failure is deemed differently and success is deemed differently by different people.
Right.
So we just feel that the product is strong. We want to bring it on board, give it our best effort. And again, success to us is also, it could be generating $250,000 in revenue on 500 products. That's a big number. It could be taking 7 brands and turning them into $1 million brands. Again, a big number. But most importantly, our customers succeeding because they're getting paid royalties.
Right.
And they're getting in some cases, they're getting their money back. In some cases, they're surpassing their initial investment.
Right.
And now they actually have become liquid and they're earning a nice royalty.
Right.
And forever. So, or for as long as the product's in existence. So that is our main focus. And oh, by the way, we have this other little thing that we get to test all these products out, spend, find out what the best CAC is going to be, cost of acquisition is going to be.
Yeah, let's
try
talk
to
about
get
that.
it into retail, and we're testing this marketing theory on our own products.
So let's talk about that marketing theory, right? So we have clients that come in and they, have to allocate certain money to certain things, and all of the points of our accelerator. Marketing is one of those things where the more you give, the more you get. So, when a client's spending a certain amount on marketing, when they're just in the accelerator and they're owning the means to this process, it's difficult to pour money in. But when we acquire it, when I say let's talk about the benefits of 52 Capital and us acquiring a brand or acquiring a product, what does that marketing side look like? Where is our autonomy and freedom kind of sprouted in this?
Well, we own the product at that point, so
Right.
we have full autonomy, and that's what we would need. We don't partner with any of our clients because we're never going to align on what we would spend. We're just like we tell our clients exactly the same thing we do ourselves. It's crawl, walk, run. But again, when we get to a point where we're crawling, walking, and now we're starting to see some great sales, some of our clients get scared because that number, that ad dollar spend, can get significant. Not everybody has the cash flow to handle that, but they're very happy that we got to that point, and now is the time when they say, you know what, you keep spending that. You seem like you guys know what you're doing. I'd rather take a royalty deal. I don't want the pressures anymore of dealing with that. And again, we're just talking about ad spend, right? We're talking about that people have to spend money on marketing to be successful. It's not necessarily just that. If you're not going to spend it on marketing, you better be out there pounding the pavement and calling up small retail stores to try to get your product into retail stores.
Not just digital stuff.
Not just digital stuff. Because if you don't have the money to do digital, what other option do you have? Well,
Right.
You got to hit the
hustle.
ground.
Yeah.
You got to hustle. We have plenty of entrepreneurs and CEOs that are out there hustling every day. Snowport.
We're talking about that the other podcast. Snowport
which
and
is
Lobster
based
Nativity.
in Boston. We have an intern that worked for us many years ago who has been around us long enough to know that we're hustlers. We're all hustling, right? And Chris, purchased one of our products from one of our clients, and struck a deal with one of our clients, and owns that brand now. Well, that brand, happens to be a multi-million-dollar brand because Chris would get out there and hustle and sell to local stores, and then found Snowport, where that was, the Snowport is really where that product belongs.
Right.
And he does almost $1 million in 45 days at an outdoor event in Boston. That's been a huge success to the economy of Boston.
Foot traffic about 1 million people, and it's on the rise. And we have Capital products going there this year.
Exactly.
Yep.
And now, because we've proven that out, that's a good venue to be at, now we are going to be there. 52 Capital is going to be there with some of our products. And these are the things that we are constantly testing.
And are able to do with Capital products.
Well, and we're also able to do it with our 52 launch clients. But we are showing the way to success. And that's really important, that we are doing it first. So we're just not telling people, hey, like other marketing companies might say, hey, I heard this is pretty good. I heard that might be good. We should try this. No, we've tried all of those, and we're telling our clients this does work.
Right. So one last question before we head out. What are some products, what are some industries, what are some niches that 52 Capital products are in?
Well, that's a great question, Nat. We thankfully, because we've been around a while now, we're pretty much into every single industry that you can think of. We're in metal products, wood products, so furniture, pharmaceutical, medical. We do
Sports,
food products, golf, fitness.
Pet.
I mean, you name it. Pet, a huge space. We're huge in pet. So household goods, and you
Fitness.
name it, like clothing lines.
Anything you can imagine, really.
We've kind of done it all, which is we're very proud of, and it's nice because we are very well rounded as a design team and as a
Marketing.
brand builder and a marketing team. But specifically with 52, we've been fortunate enough to acquire a couple golf products. Constantly working on other acquisitions as they kind of come to the table. But we're in the household goods with Lava Lunch. This has been a proven product brand for quite some time. always iterating on this product, making it better, listening to the consumer, what they would like to see differently. We went with in 2025, 26 season, we're going to have
New model.
a nice shoulder strap on that, which is really exciting. I think I'm not sure if we're changing up the colors, but we might be a little bit. But again, we know this market really, really well. We have baseball product. Just trying to think off the top of my head. We've
Backyard games.
We have backyard games. We've got a fantastic game called Shoot 21 that I believe we're over 10 million views now with that product. A hugely exciting product. Again, already iterating on version 2 with that.
And influencers have loved that, which we
They
work
have-
heavily with.
They have
Fortunately
loved
enough,
it.
we have a
Backyard
hub.
games are fun because it's something that
Interactive.
kind of get you off your phone and outdoors and moving around a little bit. Also, it's an indoor game as well. We're across many industries, put it that way. Fortunately and unfortunately, the 52 capital side is growing. It's one of those things where I don't really care if it grows because that means our clients are excited to continue the process or their journey with their 52 launch products or our clients' products through 52 launch. But we're always there for a very, very nice exit for our clients with the 52 capital side.
We make it very clear we don't want our clients to
I
ever
would
give
prefer
up.
not to acquire any client.
No, because we want you to buy into what you're doing, and they always do. It's more so, like you said, an exit strategy is the right way to word it. It's more so that you just don't have time, finance, whatever it might be.
Right, but it always circles back to my first comment that I made earlier in this podcast and many other podcasts that I've done. We cannot guarantee your success, but we can guarantee that we will do our best to make sure that you don't fail.
Right.
And 52 Capital is that net. That is the net that says, hey, we're not going to let you fail. We're going to continue. We're going to continue that journey in your name, essentially.
It's your legacy still.
Yeah, exactly. That's a better word. We're going to carry on that legacy.